I think I'm getting old, guys. John is officially old enough that he is paying attention and he's been listening to me about my advice on if he wants to start his own YouTube channel. I mean, he's been bugging me going on about 3 years now. But in the last 3 to 4 months or so, he has really buckled down on paying attention, figuring things out, learning the editing software, learning how to make a presentable background for the videos and things like that. And I gave in. But don't worry, we're not going to make him start with this nice, pretty, brand spanking new wall. Oh no, we'll get to that in just a second, and how you guys can help him out. So, down in the description, I'm going to post 3 things. I'm going to post up our Patreon. There is a direct Patreon in order to support John, which has been used in order to help him with builds on the Redneck Computer Geek channel. But in the future, we'll be helping him in order to build his YouTube channel based on his work ethic. The second is going to be a link right directly to his new channel. For some reason, Google has this weird quirk where when you're sub 100 subscribers, it just plain does not put you in the search. So, whether you're into his content or not, if you could just give him a subscribe so that he can hit that 100 point, and then later on down the road, if you want to unsubscribe, that's perfectly fine. But if you throw him a subscribe so that he can hit the 100 point for a little while so that he shows up in the search, I'd really appreciate it. The third link is going to be an Amazon gifting link. And so here's the deal. Let's flip you guys around. And welcome to the future home of John's Ideas. Okay, so it needs some cleaning up and some stuff removed still. But let's talk about that and how you guys can help out. So John has been working here, which was supposed to be my welding and my fabrication table. As you can see, my nicer welder is there. My plasma cutter usually lives here. And this was supposed to be my table. Instead, it is turned into John's table with his favorite red Vevor chair and everything. But with that, this is my grinding metal work area that constantly sprays across John's area and grungifies everything of his. And that's just not fair to John. Plus, I want my damn table back. So, what I have done is taken everything out of here. We tore down the furnace. If I slowly turn you guys, we ripped out the furnace. We tore that down in order to be able to junk it out. I found some old exhaust pipes. We ripped out my very failed attempt at insulating the corner and started re-insulating with actual insulation and stuff. We hauled out all of my why the hell am I keeping this stuff, and another table of why am I keeping this stuff that I'm still sorting down through. All of the metal that was back there has been removed and stored in the old chicken coop. We're going to put a table here to probably put a computer, the laser cutter, and eventually my DIY plasma table that I would like to make. I don't think that the average person needs a 4-foot by 4-foot plasma table. I think that given the open availability of 12-inch by 24-inch slices of hot roll steel on Amazon, that a small 24-inch table should be able to do most home DIY. So we're going to try and build one out of a 10-watt laser cutter that I have left over from a sponsorship. But this video is about John. Right there is where we are going to put a bench for John. For now, it is going to be just whatever random leftover table thing I can find to put there for him to at least get set up on. Eventually, we would like to do one of these Vevor benches. John really likes this one, but I can't give this one up because I'm in the middle of a ton of projects with it, and I have a ton of other stuff planned to do with the Chinesium clone engines and stuff like that this winter. So, if you guys want to fast track John into having a bench of his own, I'll have it in the Amazon gifting thing. Now, in that Amazon gifting thing, at the very top of it, you are going to notice that it has super glue. There's going to be like a thing saying John supposedly needs 20 things of super glue. And the reason being is because what Amazon will let you do is if you take an item from that gift, aka a $2 thing of super glue, you can then add any item to it that you think that person would want as a gift. They won't just let you directly send a gift through the gifting link. I don't know why, but if you click that little bitty $2 super glue, you can add on anything else you want to send to John, because a lot of you have had input on items that might help John or things that you think John should have for working in the garage or things like that. So this is your chance. If you want to help out with John in his future endeavors, you are more than welcome to. That being said, we got to get this torn down. I do have some leftover insulation that we're going to do this up with. We're going to drop a panel here of just a tarp in order to be able to close off that area for this winter. We're going to close off this area here. We're going to put a stack here so that we can put multiple diesel heaters along with a RV propane heater in the base of it. And that'll kind of section it off. And then we're going to put a computer out here so that John, once he gets his designing stuff and things, he can have a designated area that he and I can share to be able to do uploads and edit and all kinds of other stuff. As a non-YouTuber, let me explain one thing here, why the computer is important. The thing is, you can run, quotes, run a YouTube channel from a cell phone or from a tablet. You can run one. But all of your editing and all of the available functions and things like that are severely limited. Like, only about a third of the items are available. The other thing is, if you've ever followed YouTubers and talking about ad revenue and things like that, a lot of you probably would be kicking back at the fact that the last quarter of the year is normally the best possible payouts for a YouTuber. So why am I starting something like this during a time that really I should be working on kicking up the Redneck Computer Geek channel more? And here's the reason. It's an election year. Every single election year, YouTube gets bombed and absolutely dominated in the United States with election campaign ads that they basically pay like 1/10 of a cent to bomb the snot out of YouTube. It gets so bad that I've been on YouTube long enough to survive 3 election years. And technically, actually, I've been on for 4 election years, but as far as the Redneck Computer Geek channel is concerned in monetization, it's been 3 election years. But as far as election year time goes, from about now to the end of November, people just literally boycott YouTube. And so that's why we're focused on this right now. We're going to be doing a whole lot of garage clean out. I'm going to be junking a ton out of the junkyard and cleaning up the yard. Yes, I know. Every junker in there is going to comment down below that right now the junk price is the worst it has been in 2 or 3 years, but I'm sick of it. I need to clean my yard. That, and I got to make some extra income because the election year is going to bomb my income. So there's that. Anyways, that's enough about me. More about John. If you guys want to support, the 3 links are in the description. Do me a favor and let's kick this kid right up into 100 subs so that he can get into the search hits. And then after that, we'll let him hash it out on his own. Have a good day, guys, and thank you and bye-bye.